I love foraging because it is the fastest way for me to save my shop money. I can go out into the woods and cut 12 branches off of an Andromeda bush and save my shop $100 worth of greenery for that week.
Lately, I have noticed that more and more florists are starting to forage for flowers. But what exactly is foraging? And how can it assist you in saving money? Where do you go forage? How can you forage in a safe and environmentally friendly manner? In this episode of Flower Shop Secrets, Summer Survival, we will learn the answers to those questions from some savvy business partners. Let's go. It's summertime in the flower industry, which means plenty of opportunities to grow your business. Our goal throughout this mini-series is to not only help you get through the season, but also gain valuable insights from professionals in the industry, our flower community, and our Lovingly team. Welcome to Flower Shop Secrets, Summer Survival. Watch now on YouTube, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new episodes. Question for you, what is foraging?
We go out into the woods and we find all kinds of things, sticks, greenery, flowers, anything you can get your hands on and incorporate it into your arrangement. Foraging is something I've been doing since I was a little girl.
Can you tell me more about that?
My mother has been a teacher for 45 years, and she is a strong proponent of outdoor learning. And so as a child, we would go out into the woods and we would pick up birds' nests and all kinds of crazy things. And we would make these little terrariums out of them. And I just thought that it was the coolest thing. And now I get to do it for a job.
Okay, so you just go out to the woods and you just go foraging for things that you can bring back to including your arrangements.
Yes.
That sounds awesome. Like, how do you pick which woods to go into? Like, how does that work? Do you have your favorite spot or like?
Yeah, we have spots. I literally keep field notes. If I see a patch of daffodils and it's, in a state forest or it's in, public land, I'll put a note in my phone and I know to go back there.
Do you keep the space secret? Like if you find a good spot?
Yes, I do.
Oh, there you go. That was...
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Some people, they're like, you picked that. Where did you get it? I'm like, I just found it. I don't know.
I worked for a designer who's been in the industry for 25 years, and she has a parking lot behind a business that she goes to every week and cuts screens for high-end weddings. Wow. I mean, like $100,000 weddings, and all the greenery is from the side of a parking lot.
That's inventive. That's pretty cool.
We have beautiful gardens on my property, and I do cut a lot from home. But my neighbors' yards have beautiful blueberry bushes, and I'll cut blueberries when they're in season. Just things that you wouldn't expect to be in an arrangement are what makes them so much more interesting.
That makes for some pretty unique arrangements then.
Next week, we're going to go out and get daffodils for our daily arrangements. And we have a big garden of daffodils, tulips, hyacinth, muscari. Everything that's seasonally available is what we want to offer our clients right now. They may have it in their garden, but most of our clients are not going out to cut it. And we do offer that as a service. We'll come to your garden. We'll help you, plan with someone, a cutting garden, and arrange your own flowers. We'll love to do that. We have almost like a scavenger hunt type list of what we want to get for different weeks. Always greenery. Greenery is the easiest thing to find, but definitely seasonal flowers.
It's hard to know what's safe and what isn't.
Right.
So having someone to guide you and let you know what's really great and lasts in an arrangement is so important.
It can be dangerous. We got really bad poison ivy as a team last year. You have to be careful. I've pulled so many ticks off me this year. It's crazy. Definitely wear bug deterrent when you're going foraging. I am very lucky that a lot of places that I forage are right in my neighborhood, right in my backyard. So I don't really have to worry too much, but anywhere you see big animals like deer, wild animals is where you're going to see bugs that could hurt you, like parasites, mosquitoes you have to be careful of. Definitely cover your arms, cover your face, cover your head. make sure that when you go out into an area, it's not protected, wildlife protected. You never want to go into a state forest and take anything. And when you do forage, you never want to take more than 30% from wherever you're taking it from. The 30% rule is so important because you are looking for something that's sustainable. Taking 30% away from a plant will help it grow 60% next year. So you're not taking so much away that it doesn't have enough like leaf structure and hardiness to grow bigger next year. You're just taking enough for that week. It would break my heart if I was throwing away greenery that I had foraged myself. So I always think about that, like in terms of my waste. Don't get greedy. Just take what you need, because you can always come back and circle back and grab more if you need it. It's right here for you. But if you take too much, it won't be. So that's another important, lesson about foraging, is just being mindful of how much you take.
So since you're foraging at that level, how do you keep your design on target when you have variation of flowers? Because not everything blooms on schedule at the same time, right?
No. So, I mean, I just I just know when something is going to be in bloom, and I kind of know when, depending on the weather, like I know when all the peonies are going to be blooming and where the local ones are, like I have that kind of schedule in the back of my mind. That part is easy. That part comes easy. Just knowing when to cut stuff and what's in bloom and when I can get what I need and how to keep it fresh.
Do you feel like you're getting more business because you forage?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it more interesting. So then when I do when I do have some photos and stuff of stuff that I did, it's not something that can be duplicated, because it was that month, this flower was fantastic. I found it, a mile down the road, and it can't be something that's copied.
So would you describe your designs as uniquely Cape Breton, or are you creating a unique brand for your work?
I do have a couple this summer, and they are traveling. I think they're from Ontario, but they were able to travel, and they really wanted to get married here. But they were really adamant on making sure everything was local that I used. And I said, well, I think I can do that. I think I can get local for you. So I think that is part of the brand. Maybe it's like Cape Breton, just to make sure that you can tell that, some of the stuff is like from here. I can go, I know where all the good thistle is, and I can go get it if you really want something that's authentically from Cape Breton.
Because you're not doing it for every day and it's for a particular event, do you plan a foraging trip like a few weeks before the event? Like, how does that work? What is the logistics?
I do. I kind of make a schedule for myself. Like, okay, Monday I'm going to do this. Tuesday, if I know something is happening on a weekend, I'll say Thursday I'm going to go cut all of this, and this is how much I need of it. And so I really wait till as close as possible, unless it's just like some bare branches or some grapevine, and I know I need to make like a larger structure. Because there are some people who grow grapevine, and they're like, I just cleaned out my garden, come get all the grapevine. So it's nice because people know I do that, and everyone's fine with it. Like, I do tell the brides and stuff, sometimes I do have to, find stuff, but I do that. Yeah. So people will call me and they'll say, I have this, do you want it? Or they know they spied something, they're like, I saw a patch of whatever here, go grab it, because they know I go looking.
And how do the brides and how do customers feel about the fact that you just went around the block and picked up some flowers? Like, how does that work?
I paid for this.
Yeah, exactly. I could have, I don't know. Is there a sense to that, or?
Well, like say if a bride likes a certain color of something, like I will make sure I get the staple stuff. Like they want eucalyptus or they want a certain variety of something. Like I'll make sure I have that, but it's the little add-ons. And especially if I have, like I said, especially if I have to make a larger structure for their ceremony or something, I do tend to walk out of the woods, even close by, with a large pile of branches on my shoulder. There was one bride that just this past year, she had a small ceremony and she had this moon shape kind of built. And I was like, okay, but I'm also working with budgets. So a lot of them do appreciate that. I'm like, okay, I can do this, but some of it's going to be from the woods. And they're fine.
It sounds like it seems to me like you have a very adaptive model, to deal with market demands,
Yes.
Is this what it takes to win these days? Like overall, do florists, do they need to be more creative in order to succeed?
I think so. Yeah, you can't, I don't think it's a smart thing to just kind of stay the same, all the time, and if something does happen that you need to go find something, I think you just kind of should go for it. You have to be creative. You have to be on top of things, and you have to, like I said, if somebody wants something to look a certain way, but they don't have the budget, you really kind of have to figure out how to do it for them, because it's going to be worth it for you in the end also, not just for them. Like, you don't try to make everybody happy, but you're also trying to do it for yourself, like, so they can prove that, yes, we did this, because I want to do this big project, but neither one of us have the money to do it. I can't do it for free. So let's figure out how to do it.
I'm sure they appreciate that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. So what percentage would you say, I know you probably have to guess, what percentage would you say is foraging versus, getting flowers from wholesalers? What would you say that is?
Between 60 and 70% is the wholesaler, and the rest gets covered by just me finding it.
You can save your shop a couple $100 every week by foraging, by growing sustainable flowers in your own gardens or in your backyard of your shop, on your roof of your shop, anywhere. That can really help you over time create a better product for your client, because it's fresher and because it's your own product. And also, give your shop some sustainability to not always be so reliant on a wholesaler to ship in or to go and get product when you have stuff right in your backyard. This year, we made a list with a local horticulturalist, and she came to our 2-acre property, and she came out with a sun meter and followed the sun all over our yard and found the best spots for us to grow in raised beds and to incorporate perennial flowers and greenery into our existing gardens to supplement our flower shop with what we hope will be $5,000 worth of product for this summer. So We're really excited about that.
What's up, guys? So my son Noah and I, Noah, say hi. Say hi. He's half asleep. We're on our way to Cape Cod to go in forest for flowers. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see how it goes. It'll be a lot of fun. Right, Noah? He'll wake up soon.
Look at that one up there. Just beautiful.
It's incredible.
This native raspberry looks beautiful in a vase. Just be careful because it's super pretty. But these will all have fruit on them. Look at that mushroom. It's huge. Oh. Let's see. We've got beach plum back there. Blue juniper berries on top. This is what I would be cutting.
English ivy and that's Spanish ivy.
Yeah, Armenian, Spanish ivy. They just don't have a very long base life out of water, so I can cut them and sell them to a client because I'm selling them today or tomorrow, but they won't chill them and then rehydrate them. They don't live like that. Okay. They don't have as hardy of a base life. They're not commercially grown. These are beach plums. I think most of those cost free at the fescue.
The fescue?
Yeah.
So you don't take anything from this side?
We do, yeah. I mean, but the fescue is really why I would stop at this particular area. But there's white pine over there. There's holly. I mean, there's a ton of stuff I could use, not right now in this season, but yeah.
So the spot is mostly to pick up the turtles.
Yeah, this so like this can look at turtles.
We want to help your business bloom. Check out more episodes of Flower Shop Secrets. Watch now on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new episodes.